Welcome to Stalwart Pachyderm's Let's Play Stardrive 2. I'm going to be doing the Kulrathi No Shields campaign. So we're actually going to slightly customize the Kulrathi. Let's see here. Let's see if this actually worked. It did not work. I don't know how to save my custom setup. I tried doing it and it apparently didn't take. So we're actually going to modify the Kulrathi slightly to aid the theme. We don't really care. The goal of this Let's Play, we are going to be going ahead, and it's going to be no shields, no energy weapons. I'm going to allow PD lasers, but I probably won't use them. Single weapon type ships. If I put let's say artillery on one ship, that ship will have no other weapon type than artillery. If I put a missile launcher, that ship will only have that type of missile launcher on that ship. If I build a ship that has fighters, it'll have nothing but fighter bays. They're going to be very focused ship designs. And then I'm going to slightly modify the overall Kulrathi to fit the theme. I actually thought about doing a Titan Quest as well on this challenge, but I got to thinking about it, and using Titan Quest would be incredibly easy. It would make the game incredibly easy for me, because I wouldn't have to choose between battleships or the armor on that tier. I think it's, what is it? Tritanium? Armor on that tier? I wouldn't have to choose, because I already have Titans, and I can't research other ship techs. So I just take the armor. So this will actually give me a choice at that area. Do I take battleships or do I take armor? So we are going to have Pure the Space Fighters. No, not Pure Space Fighters. Master Engineers, that's the one. We're going to take Master Engineers for the 50% hit point bonus to ships. Sipping my drink there. Let's see here. I also wanted to do we're gonna keep high G. Gonna keep clumsy spies because they started with that. We're gonna take repulsive because everyone looks down at us because of our lack of using modern technologies, shall we say. I don't know, it's negative 4 points. Currently there's no real point to diplomacy. It might be kind of cheap to take repulsive, actually, just because of those facts. But it sort of fits the theme. I don't know, it's cheap to take the points, but it sort of fits the theme. I don't know. I don't know. They started with eco-friendly, so we'll keep that. And we'll take industrious workers, because why not? And we're big bears, so we take a while to breed. And like, we start with ferocious warriors, and I was actually thinking about doing nothing but hand-to-hand combat for the ground fighting, because with Kulrathi, if you take the Honor Blade and you combine that with the shield generator, where you throw down a shield generator and then body armor on all your troops, you could probably pull it off. Probably. It'd be kind of brutal, though. I don't know if I want to put you guys through watching me do that. I might do it in an offline stream and just be like, yeah, you can do it, after I try it out, but I don't really think you guys want to watch me go through. When I do it, I might go ahead and throw up like one battle and say, here's how you do it. Like, here's a good battle I did with it. Watch this. Don't watch a whole campaign where I do nothing but. I think that'd get really repetitive really quick. I don't really want to put you guys through that. Alright. I really don't want to take this. It's not something they had. It doesn't really fit the theme. I'm trying to think what actually fits the theme. Like this sort of fits the theme, but hit point bonus, it just feels so weak on ground troops. Like, unless you're trying to do something really bizarre, like only melee, hit point bonus isn't really impactful. Now, this would be incredibly useful if it was, say, -1 time unit, +1 time unit, +3 time units, or +2 time units. If these were time unit costs, that would be impactful. If they were -1 ground armor, +1 ground armor, +2 ground armor, that would be incredibly impactful. But 10 HP and losing 25 HP? This is underpriced. This should be 2.5, or it should be changed to 20 hit points. The Timid Warriors, in order to stay in line with the other two. But I'm digressing a little bit. But like, just HP alone is not very impactful, I feel. Or maybe if it was like -1 damage off your maximum on your damage rolls, +1 damage, +2 damage on your maximum. That'd be pretty impactful. But that might be a little overpowered, actually. Damage on your plus damage might be a little overpowered. But just hit points, not that big an impact. Rich Homeworld. We could take Spiritual. Sort of fits the theme. I will take it. Alright. Alright, we are going to go ahead and... let's be dark red. Or bright red, I should say. We're going to keep everything else stock. Make sure we're on brutal difficulty. Don't want to be accused of being on normal or easy mode. There we go. Now you guys doubt me by this point, but who knows. And yeah, should be good. Alright, let's see what we got. We started near the center, which is both good and bad. It's good because it allows us to expand into anyone who's weak easily. It's bad because we're surrounded. We'll quickly run into people and we won't have very many expansion options without having to get into massive fights. We have a tundra on our homeworld. Normal, abundant. It's actually a pretty good place for a colony ship right off the bat. I'll go ahead and colonize it. I would prefer to colonize a asteroid right off the bat, but I'd rather have that building immediately than looking for an asteroid belt. Move you down here. There we go. And our research. And like always, we want to start with our automated arrays. We'll go ahead and abort it on the auto run. Okay, I was hoping I would get range here. I'll auto one more turn just to see what's here. Because if there is an asteroid belt here or a better world, I could take the brief one turn delay. Nothing worth going there. But there's a wormhole. Go down the wormhole. And I'll actually colonize. And we'll leave that like that, because we don't have a freighter yet. And we'll go ahead and put that on build. Q. We got pirates here. A lone pirate. It's like the Lone Ranger, but scarier. Alright, 6 races. Yay! Thank you, GNN. I already knew I had 5 opponents. Oh well. We actually have a lot of resources. Unfortunately, they aren't that useful. I mean, this one will probably be pretty useful, Spice, but it's only 1. It's only 5%. Later on we get more, it might be useful. This one's really not that useful for us. At all. Platinum, not useful. Back to root's pretty good, though. This one's actually pretty good, especially since we have slow breeders. Alright, now that we have a freighter built. Ooh. I'm just gonna leave this guy over here until we get our factories. Okay, so here we go. That's hilarious. The system's name is Pluto. Oh, that's funny. So we got a belt. Tiny, rich, low G. If you remember from the last campaign, I compared a ultra-rich belt with a ultra-rich Hellforge toxic world. And the toxic world had what? It was like 3 or 4 times the population, and the output was almost identical with all buildings that I had access to. Almost identical. It was really close. So belts are extremely, extremely powerful, and they're easier to get to that point than Hellforge worlds. So I would say if you can do them, do them. Do the belts, you got choice. So Volfar are way down here. That's actually pretty good for us. We have easy access to them. They don't have easy access to us. We need to continue exploring all the nearby worlds. Systems, I should say. All the nearby systems. So we know what we have around us. And 3 turns on the automated rover bays. Alright. Next research is, of course, going to be aeroponic farms. Yep, I like that. As soon as we get done building the automated river bay here, we're going to move the guy there up to food and build the bay on that one. We have 2 minor races right next to us. Sort of annoying because it kind of blocks our expansion in those 2 directions. We can still expand this way, and we can expand that way. This one's actually not that bad of a world, and of course the asteroid belt is good. I think the asteroid belt will probably be my next expansion. I'm a fan. Ancient habitats. If I have to guess anything, that's the crystals. If I have to guess. I guess that's the crystals. Alright, we have plenty of fuel left, so we can hop out. One of those could be Port Sorrow. Perhaps. No. Yes, they are much more interested in what we have to offer them technologically than we are willing to give them. Very true there. Very, very astute of you, GNN. Alright, this is actually really good. Really good. Nanocache is probably the best resource. +1 flat production is incredibly powerful. The other one's incredibly powerful is the plus food production. Both both those are incredibly powerful. I'm not sure which one's better. They're both incredibly powerful, though. This Diamondite is actually going to be extremely powerful for us on this challenge. Diamondite will probably be right up there in importance with Nanocash, and Diamondite will become more valuable later in the game. We're going to hop up here, hop down here, and then come back for refueling probably. Hop back out here, hop down here, and continue our exploring the outer reaches probably. Liberated drone. 2 BC a turn. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to come up with BCs, which means taxes. There we go. Wait, what? Oh, research and labor, not food. Okay. Alright, and we want to make sure we're building our aeroponic farm. I don't need another freighter, but when I do that one, it's 1 BC away from, or 1 production away from being built, I think, or 1 or 2. Okay, excellent. We can take the tax off now. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, I'm not exploring that system. We are going to do the cheese runaway tactic. I'll be honest, I didn't think this was possible until someone told me it was, and I tried it. So we are going to start by retreating. And yeah, it's possible. I didn't realize it was. It's so cheap. I think the lone pirate can kill you. Or at least damage you before you can get away, but it's the only one. These guys' shots don't actually connect. Bye-bye. I think the lone pirate can actually damage you. Even if you do that. Bye-bye. Alright. No, I'm too low fuel to do that, so I'm gonna come down here and refuel. And then after that aeroponic farm over here, I'm gonna build a colony ship. After the aeroponic farm. Thank you. Alright. And we're full tank. Research labs are done. Excellent. Now we come to our first real decision. What are we going to research next? And for this challenge, we aren't going to be building plasma cannons or anything that requires energy, unless the energy component of the weapon fire is a minor component. Plasma cannons, that's sort of like an energy weapon thing that takes ordnance, so we're not going to do that. I'll go ahead and allow ordnance-fired weapons that require energy, but not energy weapons that require ordnance. Distinction there that I feel is important. Defensive flares, I think, will probably be the most important for us here. If I go defensive flares, I'll definitely outlaw point defense cannons. And just use flak and flares. And Vulcans for fighting, taking out fighters. Hmm. Plasteel is basically less mass steel. Solar armor is basically slightly better than steel in hit points, and it generates power. So I'm thinking in this here we'll take fighter bays, defenseless flares, and solar armor. Because yeah, down here it's do we take battleship or do we take titanium? We're going to take fusion engines. That's a given. So we're going to research solar armor now. No. But he is coming through and attacking us. Alright. So we have incoming hostiles, which means we need to actually build a ship. What if we can build in time? So we don't actually have any useful designs right here. None of these are useful for us. No, I don't actually really want to delete it. I just want to make it so that they're not available to me on this run. Game, why do you have to be so complicated? So complicated. What we could do is crank out two frigates to back up the starbase. Alright, what's our ammo depletion rate at? We have a lot of ammo. 213 seconds still empty. We have good maneuverability, 10 and 7. That's actually pretty decent for right now. We are positive on power generation by 1, which is fine. We just won't be using power to engines. Yeah, looks good. We are going to call this the Long Claw. And then gonna go ahead and make a new design. These need to all be arc extended, actually. And we are low on power. That's what I was afraid of. Alright, so let's go ahead and... That's annoying. Runs out a lot faster than the Long Claw does. But what we can do to help alleviate that, pack in more. It's about the same time as Long Claw, a little bit different, but somewhat similar. We'll call this the... We'll call this the Growler. Alright. Growler is actually more expensive than the Long Claw. Need 300. 3 turns. We're not actually short on food. I'm actually not terribly scared. He's early tech, and he's coming at me with 1 cruiser, 1 frigate. I doubt he would be able to break through me even if I didn't have a ship, but just having a single ship will, should ensure the victory. And we need to make sure our troops are loaded up properly. See, if I were to do this melee only, it'd be Kulrathi Honor Blade, a heavy armor, and a deployable shield. This would slow me down, but it gives me 5 resistances. So I take 5 less damage from all sources. This blocks the opponent. And that does 17 damage for 3 AP. Whereas this does 3 AP for 15 damage, so 2 more damage with the Honor Blade. But I don't think I will actually do that this run. We will not be OP this game. We'll just be normal. Well, you know, we are Kulrathi, so we'll actually do that. Might as well, right? Okay, fight me. Okay, alright. Put you right here in front of the base. And yeah, looks good. I can't select the starbase. Well, that's on his. That one was just a range extender ship, and he's got laser cannons. It's like he smacks him on his nose, basically. Oh. There he goes. He just lost his main cannon. The closer he gets, the more accurate my fire will be, and the more damage he's going to take. Yeah, he doesn't have a prayer of getting through the starbase. Now with incoming missiles. There he goes. Sweet, sweet victory. Bye-bye. Have fun running all the way back. Come again? So we have a tiny abundant asteroid belt, and we have a I guess it's here because of the megafauna. Is why it spawned there, probably. Weird. I'm just gonna run away. The old runaway tactic. Now, I've had this happen before where I've run away and... Oh! No, not what I meant to hit. Run away. Just run away. Where I've run away from a fight and the thing I was running away from still had movement points. So it engaged me again and again and again, like 4 or 5 times in a row. It was really old. Like, it never could damage me. But I just had to go through this running away sequence like 5 times in a row. It got old. And I messed up, so I'm actually going to take damage. 522 damage right there. Ouch. Let's see how much, let's see what I lost off the exploration frigate. Looks like Zero might have fixed that. So I actually didn't lose anything, apparently. Apparently, I didn't lose any components. And I took a lot of damage. Well, GG. Long-range open fire, not the most accurate on things without any experience. Oh, there we go. Connection. And he came back for more, and he got more. More artillery shells. I mean, I guess I should start exporting artillery shells since he wants them that badly. He just lost all of his troops because of that. I'm under no delusions. I cannot take a starbase on with 2 of those cruisers. But what I can do is I can design a cruiser class. Or I could do this. Actually. Lack of symmetry. It's gonna kill me. Put that down there. Put a couple of these down here. Some engines. Or a engine. Lack of symmetry, why? Need more power. That's good. Ordnance storage. Put one there. that's a bit excessive. Okay, that's plenty. And we'll call this the thick hide. Now, this thing's designed to stay nose on and be in front of everything else that the starbase would attack it. And it's just there to absorb a lot of damage, basically, and stave off any rockets with the flat cannons. And I can even rotate it left and right a little bit to absorb more damage along the wings, if need be. So we got a thick hide design. Next I built a thick hide and 2 more long claws. Down there, move that up, and that up. Research lab should go after that. Yeah, I think we're good on that. Aeroponic farm, and then we want a research lab. And a starbase. That is an amazing wormhole right there. Absolutely amazing. Glurb. So we got 3 minor races right next to us. 1, 2, 3. All 3 minor, like... I wonder if there's a 4th minor race. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. Ultra-rich, tiny asteroid, low G. I'll take it with 2 latinum. Very useless. But I'll take it. Glurb looks like a good place for us to take over. Unfortunately, when we do take it over, we'll lose a lot of population. We'll go down to the 6 pop. And it's poor, but it's got those artifacts. So, which is pretty useful, so, I mean, we do want it. Alright, run some more turns. Alright, and we'll go see what's there. We got incoming pirate fleet. Okay, you can... He's gonna interconnect with my my defense fleet / planet here, but he's not. But he redirected. Excellent. Okay. So we have our thick hide built now. That was actually incredibly quickly. Like, he built in like 4 turns. 5 turns, something like that. Well, it says 11 turns to build, but it built a lot quicker than 11 turns, I think. I felt like. That could have been 11 turns. I don't know. Someone time that and tell me. I'm too lazy. Alright, so the goal of the thick hide is just to stay in front of everything else and absorb damage. That's its job. There we go. Alright. There's something to note about these guys. They don't actually really use rockets, do they? No, they just got the little tiny ones. So, I guess they'll get within range to use them, but it's not really going to be that important to have anti-missile fire, anti-rocket weaponry. But the thick hide's there to absorb all the laser fire. Some reason we took damage back here, taking damage on the nose, excellent. You're taking a lot of damage, but I mean, you've got the armor plating to survive the little damage that is hitting you. So, I need to put these guys further back next time. And... dead in the water. Dead in the water, facing away from the enemy with spinal weapons. Not the situation you want to be in. Ever. It's bad. It's not conducive to doing damage. Oh, man. Alright, so we have a long claw coming up next turn. I think with 4 long claws, and then that thick hide, we'll go on the offensive. I'll actually zip down here and attack directly into his heart. Hit his homeworld. He's sending 2 more cruisers after me. I'm not that scared. Alright. Here's where I wish I could set up my... I could just like set up my entire things, move things in groups, or any little thing like that. If I had any of those options where I could like predefine how my layout is, or if I could like select groups of ships and move them all simultaneously, both would be really, really useful. Alright, move you up there. Oh, these guys don't have hold positions. Oops. Which means I want to move you a little bit further forward. Make sure these are both basically the same as last time. He's got rockets this time instead of a laser on the nose. This is the same design as prior that attacked me. And he's got spinal laser in this one instead of the other type. Alright. Not going to end well for this guy. Nope, not going to end well at all. 2 more good hits will do him. There he goes. There's just so much fire coming in on this. It can't dodge at all, even slewing back and forth like that. Now, if the shots were fired more accurately, I don't know that would make much of a difference. Depends on how the accuracy was rated. Like, if they tracked where he would be better, having better accuracy be better. But if they shot more accurately to where he is when they fire, it would actually be better for him if I was more accurate. I'm not sure how accuracy works. Or does it, like, try to plot out where he is if he stays on the same course and fires at that point? In which case, depending on which one of those 3 scenarios is the correct one, would determine how useful accuracy would be against a target that's zigzagging like that. Alright, so 2 turns, and we'll go on the offensive. Alright, there we go. And launch, but I don't have the freighters. It was 2 construction points. Well, the wolves have terrorized the bears. They have threatened my cubs. I can't let that go unpunished. Sorry, buddy. I might let you go after taking a world or two, but nothing less. Nothing less. Hmm. I'm an idiot. I forgot that one important component when designing ships. Oh my word. Oh my word. Hmm. We'll go ahead and modify this design. Confirm. Okay, and now we are going to go ahead and create a new design of these. It's just it's going to be a ship with range. That's it. Actually, these don't increase my strategic speed. One engine gives me full strategic speed. Doesn't give me any tactical speed, but it gives me full strategic speed. We're going to call this the we're just going to be really unimaginative with this design, and we're going to call this the fuel tank. No smoking. Okay. Okay, before I do anything else, am I forgetting anything on this design? I don't think I am. I could actually do this number. And yep, save. Alright, that'll give us a sensor platform as well for our fleet. It's actually pretty cheap, 184. Alright, we'll go ahead and build that at Tor as well. The good old fuel tank. So yeah, it's 100 cheaper than the thick hide. 7 turns. We have Chuck. Hey, what's up, Chuck? Sorry. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. Okay, so now we need to increase the old tax rate. And actually invade the Volfar Imperium this time. So we have 2,500 fuel. And we have solar armor research finally, which means we can go directly to fusion engines. The accountant, bringer of death, is absolutely awful for us. No way, Jose. I wonder what his unique ship is, though. I've never seen it, but bringer of death is absolutely awful unless you have a plus population growth and have if you have like the max level of population growth from racial trait plus the what's it called, cloning lab, that is actually over negates that. Enemy cruiser coming in. So this is a single cruiser. We'll build another long claw just to protect our worlds. Not that I feel it's necessary, but you know, you can never be too safe. Hey, look, it's Volfar. Okay, so what does he got? He's got 3 cruisers. Three cruisers. That's interesting. It's quite the big little crystal fleet back there in that system. Can I bait him out? If he doesn't if he doesn't attack me, I can't attack him. No, he's not coming out. I would fight those 3. I would fight them except for the starbase. So we're actually going to come back to Tor and refuel. And that'll be the end of this episode. Next episode, we're going to go ahead and attack this world then. Since it's exposed, we'll come through here. We should have the range to get to it. Wait. Aha! Let's scout it first. Alright, and that's the end of this episode. So, next episode, hopefully, we'll have some action going along, and we should also be getting start working on our next colony, our first colony ship that we're actually going to be building. I can't select the planet from here. So, as soon as the long claw gets done, our colony ship should be like 1 or 2 turns after that, and then we can send it down here to Pluto. When we do that, we either need to A, keep our fleet there to protect it. We might have to do that, actually. Instead of invading, move our fleet back here to Pluto. Colonize Pluto. We'll see. That's next episode. Anyways, I've been Stalwart Pachyderm. This is the No Shields campaign. See you guys next time.